Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Man, what a beautiful day. Well, I thought I was recording here, and now I see that I'm recording. Um, I feel like a compassionate person, man. I let myself down, man, too many times, dude. Find myself and get myself in positions, man, looking for love and all the wrong places and the wrong people and everything else like that, man, and what is love? What is love? And, I'm finding out slowly but surely. It's unconditional. You don't have to be in love with somebody banging them, having sex with them, or love isn't hate, you know. What is hate? It's just a word. Dislike. There's people I don't like, but I love them, you know. And that's the way it goes, I love people, man. I've had some shitty things happen in my life, man. Some really low life fucking shit, man. I've had cops try to destroy my life. I've almost taken my life, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm being for real. This is me being real out here today. Back when I was like in my early 20s, I tried to take my life to some pills. I don't think I really wanted to die. I think I was just looking for, I was messed up with my daughter's mother. I loved her, man. Lisa, a very beautiful person, man. One of the greatest women I've ever been with. To be quite honest about it, she's probably the best chick I ever been with. I mean, she got shady with me, but I was shady with her, so I can't, I don't hold that against her, man. I mean, she had every right to be the way she was with me, to be honest about it. But it doesn't mean that I didn't love Lisa. I always loved Lisa, man. It's just, just things got funky, man. And believe me, you can ask my mom, ask my brothers and sisters, my cousins, people I work for. I just always I try to like be bigger than that. I didn't want to hate. Yeah, I get mad and get angry with her because of things, that were going on that didn't need to be going on, but because she's allowing her mother and brother to manipulate her into what they wanted her to be, not let point her to direction of being what she should be at the time. But whatever case may be, it's neither here nor there. Lisa passed away, I think, back in 2013. We have a daughter together, Andrea Francis, and I got grandchildren. I got a mom, brothers, sisters. I got brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews that I've not ever met in my life. My dad, I met him once, but I was told he kicked me down a flight of steps when I was like 13 months old, somewhere in there. I know that's what I was told. That's what he did. I wouldn't remember anything else I wouldn't remember anything like that because I just don't remember anything like that. My mom said it happened. It happened. Some wild things. I grew up pretty an abusive situation, man. I got a scar on my forehead and on my top of my skull up here where I got punched in the head by my mother's loving husband because I went and visited a neighbor with my mother's permission. I came back to the house. I walked in the door. He just woke up. He was sleeping in the back family room and come out. I don't remember what he said. All I know is he punched me in my head. I had my head up against the door jamb, split my head wide open. I'll show you the door. It's not the door. That's not the door jamb that he jammed my head into, but I'll show you the door jamb is. This would be the door jamb right here. Right here. Door jamb. But he punched me so hard that I went back and hit my head. And my head split wide open, and then I was bleeding profusively. And he took me out into the bathroom, stuck my head underneath the faucet of the bathtub because I was bleeding so bad. He was trying to stop the bleeding and he wouldn't stop. And then he grabbed me by my throat and slammed me up against the wall, telling me if it wasn't for my mother, he said this is exactly what he said. If it wasn't for your mother, you son of a bitch, I'd kill you. Yeah, all because I got permission from my mother to go. I went and visit my neighbor with my mother's permission, and that's what I got. Well, I walked back in the door. That's just. I mean, that dude stuck a knife to my throat when I was a kid one time because I kept on leaving the yard. My mom complained to me I was leaving the yard all the time. Well, what the hell, man? I'm a kid, you know. I'm a wild child, you know. I'm not now. It's like I can't find. I'm trying to look for that wildness. I used to do what I wanted to do, dude. But so much shit's happened in my life, man. You know, so some of it's my fault. I can't say it didn't. It isn't. It wasn't. I can't say that. But yeah, I mean, anyways, he made me get on my hands and knees, sticking a bunch of knives to my throat, telling me if I left the yard again, that he'd use this on me when he got home from work. You better be praying to God. This is what I said. So things like that, you don't forget. He said, like, you better pray to God that I don't use this when I get back home. If you leave the yard. And that's exactly what he said. The sun was shining. It was snowing cold outside that day. I remember that, man. I remember that. Matter of fact, I think it's right around when John F. Kennedy got killed, somewhere in that time, but I remember that. Well, I seen him walk to the kitchen, to the silverware drawer, pull the drawer open and take the knife out, walk over to me and make me get on my hands and knees, sticking the butcher knife to my throat. I don't know how old I was, man. 7, maybe, somewhere in there. But anyway, see, you know, what I'm getting at is that I don't let that stuff control me. I'm just sharing things kind of like say, hey, man, I love to be what people don't want me to be. You know, I love to be what people, how can I say, I love to be the opposite of people expect from me. Because by all rights, dude, I could be one crazy, lunatic son of a bitch. And that's all there is to it. But by the grace of God, I've been delivered, you know? I mean, I was mean. I've done some shady shit, dude. I beat the people's asses before, man. I'm not proud of it, but I did it. You know, I've hurt some people, you know. I used to be a boxer, you know. When I was a kid, took training and played football, baseball. I didn't like basketball. You know, I not ever really was a racist type person. You know, I mean, at times I fell to the stumbling block of ignorance, if you will. But yeah, as far as me hating someone because of their color, race, you know, so on and so forth, their sexual orientation, so on and so forth, I don't hate on, man. It's how you present yourself to me, man. I don't care, you know. I don't care. Matter of fact, I find myself going for the ones that are picked on, that are defenseless, elderly people, kids. You know what I mean? Women. You know, defenseless people. You know, defenseless people. I rode with the club. Loved every minute of it, but you know, I decided I didn't want to be living a deviant behavior. I loved it, every minute of it. I'll say that much. I worked my way up in the ranks, and it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. But you know, I didn't feel like hurting people anymore. I didn't feel like being in that type of lifestyle, man. That's just not me. I don't want that to be me. Where's any glorification of that? There's no glorification sitting in jail. I've been in jail many times, spent almost 9 years in a penitentiary for beating somebody up. Got in a fight, got drunk, got in a fight. You know, that's what happened. Some people don't believe it, but I can't worry about what people believe too much nowadays. I mean, I try not to. I mean, it does. Only certain people do. Those things mean something to me, you know. My family, people I care for. I mean, I care for everybody, Just saying that, I'm not really that close with my family at all. I mean, they exist. I love them. They know me. I know them. I mean, we communicate here and there. My mother's got cancer right now. She's 80 some years old. But the thing of it is, man, I want to be an inspiration, dude. You know, uh, I had a garbage case thrown up on me back in '07, a kidnapping case, which never, ever, ever, ever happened. This chick named Jenny Valley. Jenny Valley, if you're out there, I took a polygraph test and passed it 3 times. Just not too long ago, actually. Because I got whacked out over some stupid stuff, man. I mean, people just don't know what it's like being accused of something you didn't do and then have your life threatened, I got ran over, I got hit by a car, left out in the middle of the road on my bike. The cops were trying to fuck me when that happened. I got up because, let me tell you something, dudes, people, ladies, gentlemen, female, male, non-males, non-male, females, non-gender. Dude, Jesus loves me. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. I just believe he does. I mean, you don't play with God. I can tell you that right now, because I truly believe that kidnapping case had nothing to do with anything other than me cursing the Lord, because I didn't kidnap the girl. I know that. Like I said, I passed a polygraph test 3 times lately. I just took it a couple of weeks, probably about a month or so ago. But the thing about it is, man, is that it's affected my life. It affected my relationships with people that I love dearly. And I like tripping on acid.